Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a stylish cape dress. So this dress is very easy to make, and I'm going to be using this fabric. I have about 1 yard of fabric, and 1 yard of fabric should be enough for this project, okay? So what I want to do now is to go ahead and fold my fabric into 4. Okay, so to know the measurement you use to fold your fabric, you are going to need your shoulder measurement. If your shoulder measurement divided by 2 minus 1 inch, that is what you use to fold your fabric. So this is mine right here. For instance, my shoulder measurement is 14 inches. Divided by 2 is 7 inches, minus 1 is 6 inches. But here I have 6.5 because I'm going to be using half an inch to turn round this pattern. Okay, so I'm going to be using half an inch to hem all around this pattern. So that's why I folded my fabric with 6.5 inches. Okay, so that is how you calculate your measurements. So right here I'm just showing you that I have 6.5 inches. So you divide your measurement by 2 and then you minus 1 inch. So I'm going to go ahead now and mark the shoulder measurement. So on the neckline, I'm going to mark 3.5 inches neck width, and for the neck, for the front, I'm going to mark 3.5 inches as well. So for the back neck, I'm going to mark 1 inch downwards, and I'm going to connect it together. So note that we are cutting both the front and the back panels together, hence the reason we folded our fabric into 4. So that is the back and this is the front. So on the shoulder line, I'm going to mark half an inch. 1 inch for the shoulder slope. And I'm going to connect it to the neck measurement like so. So for the length of this dress, I want mine to be 40 inches. You can decide whichever length you want, but your length should be either on your knee or a little bit below your knee. It's perfect for this. So I'm going to cut this out. Alright, so after cutting it out, this is what I have. So I'm going to remove the back panel so I can cut out the neckline for the front panel of this dress, okay? So right here I have the front neckline already cut out. So this is how the front looks, okay? And right here is the back panel. So what I want to do next is to set these two parts apart so I can show you how to cut the belt. So I'm going to be using this fabric for the belt. So this totally depends on you, whatever you want with your belt, however you want it out. Whichever length you want it is fine, but me, I don't want my belt to be very wide. So this fabric you're seeing here is 8 inches, so I'm just going to cut it into 2 inches because I'll be needing 4 belts, 2 on each side. So I'm going to cut this to 2 inches apart. Okay, so this one you're seeing is 4 inches right here. So folded is 2 inches, okay, but I'm going to split it into 2, so I have 2 inches for one and 2 inches for the other. So that is how I want my belt to be. You can decide to make your belt wider than mine, but this is how I want mine to be. From 1.5 inches to 2 inches is okay if you want yours, if you don't want to maintain this measurement. Okay, and for the length of the belt, I use 20 inches long. Okay, so this also depends on you. You can decide to use less than this, you can decide to go more than this. All right, so by the time I fold this into 2, I'm going to have a little bit above half an inch because I really don't want my belt to be very wide. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 for each side of the dress. So right here I have the front and the back panel of the dress put together. So what I want to do is to sew the shoulder together, and then I'm going to use a bias tape to turn out the neck of this dress. okay, and I'm also going to hem the two sides as well as the lower part of this using 1/2 inch seam allowance that I added for the sides and 2 inches I added for the lower part. So after that, I'm going to turn in the belt. I'm going to make a stitch and then I'm going to turn it inside out. So that is what I'm going to do, and after that I'll come and show you. So right here I have the dress already turned out. So you can see the neck. I used the same fabric to turn out the neck. If you don't know how to do that, I have a video on how to use your fabric to make a bias tip, and I'll link it here. So I also finished up the sides of this dress, and for the neckline what I did was to cut the neck side open and then attach a pressing button. This is because I want the dress to be able to fit into the dress no matter the kind of hairstyle I'm wearing. As you know, this dress doesn't have a zipper, so this pressing button makes it easy to pass through the neckline. So you can do this for yours if you want. So what I want to do next is to show you how to attach the belt. So this is the belt. I have already made the stitch and I've turned it inside out. Like I said, my belt is not that wide because I don't want it to be very big. You can make yours bigger than this. So what I want to do now is to attach the belt to the dress. So from the shoulder line, I'm going to mark my waistline. So from the shoulder to my waistline is 16 inches. So I'm going to mark that. So you can either use this your waistline or you go 1 inch above your waistline for the belt. So you can use 16 inches. You can use your waistline measurement or you can go 1 inch above your waistline measurement. Okay, so I just marked my waistline, and on the point I made, I'm going to place the belt on that point like this. Okay, and I'm going to pin it. So I'm also going to pin the belt to the other side of the dress. So for the back panel, I'm also going to measure my waistline, which is 16 inches, and I'm going to pin the belt to that point. Okay, the same way I did for the front parts, I'm going to do the same thing right here. So after pinning that, I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and make a stitch. What I did was to stitch on the same line where I made my seam the first time. Okay, so here it is. I have attached the belt. As you can see, like I said, this is very easy to make. I've attached the belt, and all you have to do is to tie it whichever style you want. You can decide to do a bow tie at the side. You can decide to do whichever. Just be creative with your dress. So this is what I have for the finished look of the dress. So like I said, I used a pressing button for the neck so that you don't have to struggle to pass your dress through your head. I would recommend that you use a pressing button to finish it up. So this is what I have. You can use this dress to wear a tank top. You can wear a tank top inside and wear this dress. You can wear a bodycon inside with your pants and then wear this. So this is very easy. Give it a try, and thank you so much for watching this video. Until I see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.